Board of Appeals adjustment to order. Let's do a roll call, please. Roland? Scott, you could take
Roland
over
Mayhew.
that.
Scott's on
Yeah,
top of
in
it.
attendance, we have Roland Mayhew, Richard Botting.
Yep.
Jane LaRoche, Chair Michael Dellavecchia, and the wonderful and ever-talented Marcia Hayward.
I was his former student. That's,
And-
I mean, he was my former student.
And she's co-chair.
And that was on the record as well. Wow.
Hayward, Marcia Hayward, yes.
Oh, that's too
Science
funny.
teacher.
And,
Yes.
Okay.
So Richard, you'll be a voting member this evening to make a full quorum.
You guys are not paying me enough. All right, yes.
You have your plaid glasses
I
on.
want, I
Staff in attendance is just Scott tonight. Kathy's having the night off, I assume.
Yes.
want 100,
He goes to
Nice
the
of you to
Dollar
do that for her.
I want 100% increase.
And
in
she
pay.
worked so hard on our pamphlets.
Yes, she did a great job.
She's a hard
Lovely.
worker anyway.
Lovely.
Brilliant.
Yes.
Has everybody had a chance to review last month's minutes?
Yes.
I'll take a motion to approve those.
So moved.
Sec-
And I'll
Second by
second.
Jane, all in favor?
I was absent, so I'm going to abstain,
Oh, that's all right.
okay?
We still accept those minutes.
Okay,
I hope you checked them over.
I did read them.
Very good, very good.
We approved everything.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, that was we have no extensions tonight,
Nope.
No extensions.
so we're gonna have a public hearing on Rolling Lane. Is Mr. and Mrs. Napo, I assume? Come on up and tell us how we can help you.
Hi. So what we're looking to do, we want to put a gazebo in the backyard, and based on where trees are located and other planters and things in our yard, this is really the best place for us to put it. And however, it does go 2 feet into the setback. So I invited my next door neighbor that's my direct abutter over, showed her what we were doing and tried to get her support, and you can see she does support that. But that was because of, I can't move it any further to the left, I can't move it any further back because of the property is shaped like a pie, so
Uh-huh.
that would drive it further into the setback. And then if I moved it forward, I'd have to tear up, part of my house and stuff, not my house, but my current yard. So that's what we're seeking, is we'd like to put this gazebo up for our family to enjoy, but we need that approval to put that building in that location.
Now, are you Lori Mayhew?
No,
Lori Mayhew's your neighbor.
she's our direct
Yeah, she does
direct
Reiki.
neighbor.
Well, her letter looks like she was putting it up.
I know, but his name is.
Is that your cousin, Roland?
No, I wanted to make sure we clarified this at the beginning. The spelling is entirely different. And we are not related in any way.
All right.
She's our direct abutter.
Yeah,
Yeah, she does.
Is
Reiki.
that your tow truck?
Tow truck?
In the picture of the house, there's an antique tow truck.
yes. So that was,
That's
it was,
Mater.
that was like Mater from,
The kids show.
the kids
cars.
show, but I had an antique or old chopper motorcycle, and I built that truck to take it to bike nights.
Very good.
So
It's
I no
gone.
longer have it.
It's
I
all gone.
yeah.
Ah, well, they all come and go.
Yep, they do.
It seems simple enough. Your neighbor doesn't mind.
We talk to every neighbor, nobody
Um,
minds.
I see no objections to it. Are there any questions to these folks from the members of the board?
Yes, I have one. So on the town tax maps, there appears to be an easement on the south side of your property.
Yes.
Correct.
Could you explain what that is from your perspective?
We don't know. It was in there when we purchased the property. It's in the deed, so we think what happened was that our next door neighbor at 77 built their building and and 3/4 of the garage actually sits on our property.
Right. Mike, can I show you what I'm seeing?
I'm
right
looking at the shadow here, yeah.
I
So-
see it on
Yeah.
there.
So this is the GIS map, so they're proposing putting it on this side, so I don't think that this is where they wanna put their gazebo, but on this side of the on the property, it appears as though that,
Neighbors is in their property.
well, their house, or their garages, their statement is, their
Yeah.
garage is on their property, and there is a dotted line here that says some kind of easement, so
Correct.
do you think that, to the best of your recollection, is there a easement on your deed? Do you know?
I wanna say it explains
something,
that on
yeah.
our deed.
It is on the deed.
Yep, it said something about if the garage were to, God forbid, burn down, they could rebuild on the same structure,
Right.
but
So-
they couldn't
so
do anything else.
Probably somebody made a mistake
Contractor.
during the construction of the development.
Yep.
But I would, okay, so you've answered my question, that you're aware that there's something funky that's on
Yes.
that side.
Yeah.
You should be charging them rent.
We like to pick up the
I
orders.
can't lie, it hurts to see.
It does, because we can't use that we couldn't put anything over there, you know, it'd be right in their
Have a neighbor
face.
And like I said, the backyard goes to pie because of it now.
Yeah.
So whoever owned your property before gave them the easement, I am assuming?
I'm assuming, that's what we
Because
assume.
when you bought it, the easement was
Yeah,
there.
We
All
were
right.
told it just never went before a planning board,
Very
and
interesting.
that the,
Oh,
we
well,
bought the house from, the Pierces were,
I guess it happens.
fight it, you know?
And I can check that language tomorrow.
Okay.
what the deed says.
I'll ask you to take a seat now, and I have to ask if there's any members of the public that would like to speak for or against this application.
Talk at once, folks.
We do have a letter that is in favor of it here in front of us,
Next door neighbor.
so,
Yeah, I don't have any issues, I have no issues with the easement.
at 6:39, we will close the
Well,
public.
Just, so I would say one thing, Scott, could you just check on that?
Yeah.
Is there a way
Definitely.
that we can clean that up?
That I'm not sure.
Well,
We can
I'm just
see
saying,
what
just
the
check-
language of
Yeah,
the
for sure.
easement states,
Right,
but depending.
right. So, things like this are, you gotta figure it out, you know, so if, I'm looking at this right now, actually, you have the garage, the driveway is on their property.
Mhm.
So somebody in the development, in the subdivision, whatever happened back whenever,
Yeah.
if you could figure that out, and, you know, I guess nobody necessarily needs to lean on anybody or put pressure to make a change or whatnot, but is there something that planning can do that can clean this up?
Not sure. Won't
Okay, so
know
I'm just saying,
Yeah, won't know until
again,
tomorrow.
I'm in favor of what they're asking for, is
And
it
that-
variance or is it
When we were
an
looking
exception?
at that today, that kind of lent to the hardship of
Fair
the
enough
property.
then. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, so I'm fine with this here, but if you could clean that up and then maybe communicate with them.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Boy, it'd be nice to be able to, maybe you could sell them some property. They're occupying your space anyway, maybe there's something that the city could do to be able to say to these people, look, you're on their property, buy it. You know, so, okay,
Yeah, definitely.
I'm complete.
It's an odd situation right there.
How many times we run into stuff like this, where it's like somebody made a
Yep.
mistake somewhere along the way and it just sits, you know?
I should have an easement down then.
Oh, well.
I'm more than willing to make a motion there, Mr. Chairman, if you want.
Okay, Marcia,
I'd make a motion to grant the variance, and if you want me to go through all the categories?
just quickly, you don't
Okay.
have to,
Oh, well, I've got it already.
Do you want a second?
Do you want me to go through it first and
No,
then
you
get
want
a
a second.
second,
Yeah.
Mike?
yes.
Okay, so I would grant the variance for 91 Rolling Lane, for it, let's see, the variance is ZO2023, number 0100, to allow for to give them an 8-foot side setback instead of the 10-foot that is required in Article 6, Section 235-35B, granting of allowing one post of the gazebo to be 8 feet rather than 10 feet would not alter the essential character of the neighborhood, nor threaten public safety. Additionally, the abutter, Lori Mayhew, is agreeable to the request. Granting of the variance would support the spirit of the ordinance because the request is not contrary to the public interest. Number 3, substantial justice is done because granting the variance permits the homeowners to gain full access use of their yard. Number 4, the values of the surrounding properties are not diminished. There is no evidence present to determine the impact one way or the other. And number 5, literal enforcement of the ordinance would result in an unnecessary hardship. And I believe the hardship is that their property is pie-shaped and also that there is a tree line bordering the property, making it difficult to set the gazebo back 10 feet as required by the ordinance. Therefore, the proposal to reduce the side setback to 8 feet is a reasonable one.
Thank you, Marcia.
You're welcome.
I'll second.
Thank you, Jane. Any further discussion? All in favor? Enjoy your gazebo, folks. Sorry you had to come in just for that
Scott?
tonight.
If you need that,
But you were
yeah.
first. Oh.
you're welcome.
I mean, you sounded pretty clear on, so.
Excellent. Excellent.
Thanks, guys.
I'm wondering if I should do something, because Hazel's shed is on my property. Should I? No, but what if she sells
Wait,
it?
Jane, wait till we finish the meeting.
You make her tear it down.
Wait till we finish the meeting. Oh, I'm sorry.
So, are we set?
You were speaking of your thing.
No.
Forgive me for that. I
It's
was
all
wrong.
about me. You haven't learned that yet?
Thank you so much for your time.
So long,
Thank you,
Nepos.
much appreciated.
What was it?
Good luck.
Have a good night.
Our
Napa.
grandkids are gonna love it.
Yeah,
Enjoy.
thank you.
Good night, folks.
Now you can adjourn.
Is there any other business before the board tonight?
No. I move that we adjourn the meeting.
Second?
Praise be
All
to God.
in favor?
That was quick.
Richard wants to stay.
I
We'll
told you.
close the meeting at 6:43.
Oh, my God.
Not bad.
I knew I didn't even need to
Watch
take
Michael
my coat
Foot
off.
come
Not
in